What? Wait, okay, this team looks super interesting. I have no idea how to proceed with this. So they have the Jirachi, which is a little annoying, because we're pretty much... I think Jirachi might be the worst mon like that we could ever see. We have the Excadrill, which has the Choice Scarf, but if they have something that flies, and they do have the Vikavolt, so this is going to be an uphill battle, I can already tell. Either way, we're not going to stay in. We are going to leave for this, and they go for Stealth Rock rather than anything else. So I think that's okay. I think if we go in for Rapid Spin, they're probably going to go in for this Vikavolt, so let's go for Rapid Spin. And they actually just take this, which is pretty yucky, considering they have Jirachi and they go for Trick Room. So here is the Trick Room team. Alright, I'm a little nervous. We are Scarfed, which is not really optimal here, I'm not going to lie, just because... let's go in for Goodra. Goodra should be slower than... Oh my god, what is going on here? So they got the Wishy-Washy. Wishy-Washy's super slow, but if we drop a Draco Meteor, I'm pretty sure Wishy-Washy is like crazy slow, isn't it? I mean, they're going to go first, but I don't think we're really in that big a danger. Ooh, Earthquake. Okay, it is what it is. Let's drop this Draco Meteor. Hopefully we'll get them down to 50%, which should... So, hold on. How does schooling work? Oh my god, how does schooling work? It has to be 1/4 of his HP, right? Okay, so not half. So Earthquake, we're gonna have to go in for Deoxys here. Let's just go in for Deoxys. The Earthquake should do absolutely nothing, and then we can maybe try and get it down to the small one. Okay, it's been a while since I've seen Wishy-Washy, so never ceases to disappoint. We always see some crazy stuff here. I'm actually gonna go in for Spikes. Hydro Pump, my goodness. Okay, well at least we'll go first starting next turn because the Trick Room is gone, so we're not worried about that anymore. Let's go in for Recover. And that Hydro Pump's gonna miss eventually. It does hit us for 50%, but you'd think again it will miss at some point, which is not great for content speak because we're gonna have to just keep doing this. So there it is. There's that stall break. They do get us on the Toxic, but fortunately we are also packing Toxic. So I see your Toxic, I see it, and I raise you one. There's that Hydro Pump miss we were looking for. And again, just because they do have the Jirachi, and I'm a little scared of the Jirachi, I kind of want to wither it down. I think I'm going to go for Stealth or Spikes rather than Stealth Rock, specifically just because I am scared of this Jirachi. Alright, so Wishy-Washy, this thing is slower than Molasses, so I don't really care. Let's go ahead and get our last layer of Spikes out, and if they kill us with that, not a big deal. So I'm actually just I'm okay with losing the Deoxys here. It's not ideal, but it's fine. So I think we can just go in for Gardevoir. Gardevoir, the only thing they can really do is hit us with this Slow King. I don't really care that much. Excalibur does kind of get hit by the Hyper Voice as well, but I do want to be a little bit careful here. Let's actually just go straight in for Scrafty and get one Bulk Up off. I don't really care if they hit it with a Hydro Pump. As long as there's no Trick Room, we should be okay. And there is an off the wall chance that Scrafty could just kind of win out here. So if they want to get off their... I mean, they're going to die to the knockoff. If they want to get off their precious little Trick Room set, they're going to go down. So Scrafty... Let's go for not... What? Wait, why are they going... Are they like a 0 IV? What? Okay, so how does Scrafty go for... Like, what are you doing here? Is the Trick Room... Like, are you trying to, like... Iron Head and Trick Room or something? Jirachi is naturally so fast, so that's why I'm just a little confused. Okay, so they have the Excalibur here. I think I'm actually good to just kind of bulk up. They could hit us with like Mega Horn or something, but if I bulk up, I'm faster, so let's go ahead and bulk up. I don't know what... Close combat, yeah, that's fine though, because my defense is going up, yours is going down. I'm just good to just Drain Punch here. Let's go in for Drain Punch, and I'm pretty sure this will kill, considering that we are double attack. You are lowered in your defense. Scrafty putting in work. Scrafty holding up the pants. The hoodlum Pokemon taking your hopes, taking your dreams, taking everything about you. So Vikavolt, I'm pretty sure is also pretty slow. So I think I'm just gonna knock off. Let's go for knockoff here. Oh, I don't even know if that crit mattered. But either way, I think Scrafty, Trick Room, you ain't pulling. Okay, a Slow King. Are you serious? Are you serious? Scrafty, baby. Taking your dreams away. Knockoff. That is no chance. Absolutely no chance you have a single thing you can do to the Scrafty here. You are a Trick Room. You ain't playing no tricks on Scrafty. Scrafty with the pants up, taking your dreams, the hoodlum Pokemon, coming for you, baby. Knock off. Boom. Wishy-washy. Get out of here. The only thing last here is this Glastrier, and this is going to be lights out. They are slow. Scrafty is even pretty slow too, but the Drain Punch, let's go! Scrafty for the win! Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and lead the Excadrill here. This Mega Banette with the Revival Blessing of Palma, I've been seeing this everywhere. Really, really neat trick, but I think we're gonna be okay here. So Banette obviously probably gonna go for Will-O-Wisp, I would imagine. So let's go ahead and I think we're gonna make right use of Scrafty right away. Let's go for Scrafty. We do have the Shed Skin. So there's the Destiny Bond. They're going straight for the Destiny Bond. Are they just kind of expecting like an Earthquake or something? Let's kind of play around a little bit with them. I'm gonna go for a bulk up real quick. The Shadow Claw should do absolutely nothing. I'm gonna make Scrafty pretty good. I haven't used Scrafty in probably about 100 years, but I think there's a possibility we can probably do something with this. I don't know if Knockoff just kind of kills outright, but even if it does, we at least press the issue. So let's go for the knockoff here. If they go for, oh, they actually don't. So they actually abandoned their Destiny Bond type of scheme here, but this is kind of okay with me. Scizor does not really hit us too hard, so I think we're pretty safe to just kind of go for Drain Punch. But the problem is I'm a little afraid that they go back into Banette, and I think knockoff probably kills anyway. It's close. Let's go for Drain Punch. They go for Pounce. They lower the speed, but Scrafty is already pretty slow anyway, so let's go ahead and absorb all of Scizor's energy, and that feels pretty good. Again, this has been a long time since I've used Scrafty, but alright, so far so good. The Clefable, unfortunately, is going to force us to get out of here, just because obviously we can't really take too much of that. I think, how do we want to do this? Let's go straight in for the Goodra. If they just go straight in for the, wow. So they're playing a little bit weird here. Okay, so they go for Excadrill. Unfortunately, an Earthquake definitely sends us packing. We can't do that. So I think we're probably just going to go in for Deoxys. But the problem with this Deoxys set is we only have the Toxic going. So, I think we're probably going to have to go for Meowscarada just because the Earthquake for sure has to be coming. They go for Rapid Spin. This is pretty bad because now I'm pretty sure an Iron Head kills us. It is close, though. It is close if an Iron Head's going to kill. Depends if they're Life Orb or not. 72%. I'm going to roll the dice. It doesn't feel great. I'm going to go ahead and probably just go in for a low kick. We do get stabbed. Oh, Poison Jab. Poison Jab is going to kill us for sure. And we're already looking a little gross here. So I think our only opportunity, let's go straight in for the Scrafty. Again, Scrafty making some big moves. Maybe is Scrafty a little underrated? I don't know. I think there's a case to be had here. Let's go straight in for the Drain Punch here. Hopefully we do not get the dreaded Flinch of Death, because that would be pretty bad. But here's the problem. I think we just go for Knockoff because their health is just so low anyway. We don't have anything to really absorb. We go for Knockoff. We just get a kill, stab, Knockoff on the Cerulege. No Focus Sash, and Scrafty is putting in work. Scrafty, the hoodlum, doing work. I just stole your kill, stole your strategy, and yeah, feeling good. Wow, Scrafty. Okay. With the Shed Skin, I think we're okay to kind of leave it. Again, I don't want this Palma to do this Revival Blessing nonsense, but I think it's going to be just something we're going to have to get over with. Clefable always hard, because again, the the Magic Guard, we don't know if it's Magic Guard or Unaware. Could be either one, which is never great. I'm probably going to go for a Flamethrower because I don't want to see this Excadrill. So let's go for Flamethrower, and they just, come on, you just kind of just gave it to me because I don't want to go for anything I mean, with 7% though, why, I don't understand why they're not holding off on that. It's a little strange. Palmots, let's hope that they are not Focus Sash and they go for Lepa Berry so that we go for Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor should send this Palmot packing. They do hit the Revival Blessing, which is unfortunate. And they do have the Lepa Berry, but fortunately, I think we're going to be okay. Goodra should drop this Draco Meteor. We should be good unless it misses. So they bring back the... Oh, we miss. Oh, and they're going to get another Revival Blessing off of this. That is brutal, but at least it's not a Banette. I think we're going to go... Yeah, let's just drop another one. There's nothing else we could do. That miss was absolutely gut-wrenching. Okay. Well, they're all out of Revival Blessings now, so hopefully this hits and we can kind of forget this little traumatizing miss. And that actually does get the kill, so that is nice. But they do get back this Excadrill. I'm salty. Fortunately, our Scrafty does take care of the Excadrill, but that is brutal though. I do not. You hate to see it. So they get a free Excadrill at 50% from this. They go out with the Cerulege. The Cerulege can hit us with close combat, so I think it's probably better that we just go in for Deoxys straight up. Let's go in for Deoxys. Flame Charge, really? Okay. I think even if they are packing, most of them don't pack just straight up Shadow Claw. Most of them actually just don't. So I think we're probably okay to go for Spikes here. If they do show, they go for Bulk Up, that's fine. We do have the Toxic, so we're not too worried about that. And we get Rocks Up. So, okay, let's go for Toxic. Again, if they are running Shadow Claw, that is really bad. But just a Bitter Blade should be good to go. Doesn't break it. We don't miss, unlike that stupid Draco Meteor, which was really brutal. I think we're probably okay to go one layer of Spikes even. We could just hit them for a recover. Because what does a Bitter Blade do? If they go in for Bitter Blade, we can... No, it's close. It's close because it did 37%. Even with the Leftovers recovery, I think we're probably just going to have to recover. And they do have Shadow Claw. Whoa. Why did they not just lead with Shadow Claw? That is very bizarre. Wow. So playing a little bit weird here. I think our only move... We could go in for Scrafty, but a Bitter Blade... I don't think Scrafty is really built to take that Bitter Blade too well. So I think we're probably just better off just click and recover. We should at least be able to get one more off this. Okay, so they do go for that. How do we want to play this? Do we just want to smash recover again, or do we want to go for Spikes? Because if they go in for Bitter Blade, it's gonna start getting a little rocky here. I think we have to just smash recover, because again, if they go in for Bitter Blade, they can start recovering some of that Toxic and just start like offsetting that. I don't think I really want that. So I think Deoxys is fine here. And I think we're probably going to go in for, I mean, the Banette does kind of wall us off pretty good. I do kind of want to keep the Deoxys though. So let's go ahead and go in maybe for Goodra, who takes this pretty well. We could go for Scrafty, but that's pretty risky. I'm going to go in for Scrafty just because, again, the Clefable. They go in for Bitter Blade, which does blow a hole straight through the Scrafty. That's rough. That is rough, but we can always rest on a Clefable. So let's go back in for Deoxys and just cross our fingers that they don't go in for anything too crazy. Bitter Blade, yeah, it is what it is, but again, at least the Toxic will succumb to the Toxic at some point, so... Don't think they're heavy-duty boots. They actually got it knocked... They were heavy-duty boots, but they got it knocked off, so they're gonna die on entry, no matter what happens, so I think we're probably better off just to go in for the worst move. Gardevoir, I think, is going to be a pretty good mon here, so let's sacrifice... I don't want to sacrifice the Scrafty just because it is the point of the video, and this is... Let's go ahead and let's just sack the Deoxys. We can't sit here forever. We got to make a decision. The Deoxys goes down, but we take the Cerulege with it. Okay, I think I'm at peace with that. So we can just go in for Gardevoir. I don't know if this Excadrill is Scarfed or not. I'm going to go in for our own Excadrill. They're looking to Rapid Spin, so I would assume no. And we are Scarfed, so we can go ahead and hit everything. Let's go in for this Earthquake. Ba-boom! Excadrill. We are the true Excadrill trainers here. So, Banette. I think we're okay. If they go in for like a Destiny Bond, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I kind of want to keep this for the Clefable. So... let's go in for Goodra here. Goodra does not mind getting Will-O-Wisp, even if they do go for that. The Destiny Bond, we do not care. I'm just gonna poke out some Flash Cannons, just because again, Flash Cannon, they don't like that on the Banette or the Clefable. So let's go for Flash Cannon one more time. Destiny Bond, we do not care. I think we are fully in the driver's seat at this point. We can go in for Excadrill and just go in for the Stab. So they are probably unaware, which does not matter. We are unaware. Iron Head, boom. Outside of a Cosmic Power, that is not going to be enough with this Stab Excadrill coming for your head here. Boom, that is good game, and that is going to be curtains, baby. Alright, let's lead out our Goodra, because I already see the biggest problem on this team is the Celesteela, so we actually do get that going. Thank goodness. So I'm going to go for the Flamethrower. We're not messing around. They're probably not expecting a Flamethrower. They're going to probably set up Leech Seed or something, which I don't. I hate Celesteela. Celesteela... I love when it's on my team. I don't like when I go against it because it's very, very annoying. It's like the most annoying Leech Seeder probably ever in the game. Just because, again, it's not a grass type, and it doesn't play like a grass type. It's a flying steel type. So, pretty much Skarmory with Leech Seed. Alright, let's go in for... Oh, they're going for Zeraora, which is a little bit strange, considering that they could get burned. They don't get burned, but it is what it is. Definitely don't want to take a close combat or anything like that, so let's go in for our Deoxys. Deoxys is pretty much safe. There's basically nothing they can do. They can go for a close combat, or they can go for a knockoff, I believe, but I don't think even a knockoff even, like, kills, so I think it's okay. I think we're going to go in for Toxic, so we are going to go for Toxic. Chansey comes out. Most likely, this thing is just going to go for either, like, a Thunder Wave or something. I don't really want to get poisoned, so let's go for Goodra. Even if they do go for Thunder Wave, we don't care, because Goodra is slow anyway, and they miss, so all is well. Okay. We do get a little bit lucky there, but again, we don't really care if Goodra is, we don't really care. So I'm actually going to go for a Draco Meteor, and they go in for Celesteela, which that kind of sucks a lot. It does do a decent amount, but again, this Celesteela is going to be the bane of my existence. Even a Flamethrower doesn't break a substitute at this point, so not great. We can't poison it with Deoxys either. So I think our best move, if they are running Air Slash, Scrafty can't do anything to it. So feeling a little bit rough here. I'm going to go for one Flamethrower. They go for Giga Drain, which Giga Drain does absolutely nothing. I don't know what they're doing here. So we're overthinking it. I don't want to overthink the situation. We're good to just go in for Flamethrower, and that's good. We're good. We're good. No, don't get crazy on me. All right. So Chansey, what do we not care? I mean, Thunder Wave does kind of. Let's go for Scrafty. Let's just go for Scrafty. Why are we thinking that? Let's not overthink the Scraftinator here. We can just go in for Knockoff and Drain Punch as well, because they obviously have the Eviolite. So I don't really love the Enamorus. So let's go for Knockoff. Wow, and they just stand and take it. That is crazy. And they missed the Thunder Wave, but they deserve it. They deserve it because it's not even the right move. There's no way you thought that was the right move. We do have Shed Skin as well, so we don't care at all. And they just let Scrafty kill their Chansey while they have an Enamorus. I can't even touch the Enamorus with the Scrafty, really. Because again, I mean, they probably don't know this, but I only have Fighting and Dark moves. And the Enamorus is, yeah, the Enamorus should just been out here like yesterday. That is okay with me, though. It's tempting to go straight into the Excadrill, but I know they have Fire and Earth Power, so I don't really want to risk going in for the Excadrill. I think we're probably just good to go in for Goodra, and then we start going in for Flash Cannon again. Oh, it's contrary. Oh, it's contrary superpower. Oh, that's so bad. And there, oh my god, our Gooey increases their speed instead of lowering it. That is so bad. Wow, that's bad. That is so bad. Oh god. Let's go in for Deoxys. Hopefully they're scarfed and they're just locked into the superpower. But this is bad. This is bad. If they do have substitute here, we're looking so freaking bad. Fly. Okay, well, we have to get this Toxic off. There's no other way we can really win this. So Fly, 57%. Fortunately, we should still be okay. Thankfully, they're not running Substitute. If they were running Substitute, we would be crap out of luck. Superpower is going to get stronger and stronger, but because Fly does take that one turn, we should be okay. So let's go ahead and recover this up, and I think we'll probably be okay. But we are kind of forced just to smash Recover over and over and over. So there's Recover. Whew, okay, we're feeling good now, because that Toxic is going to set in eventually. So let's go in for one more Recover. This should not kill. And I'm actually going to be a little cocky here. Let's go in for one set of Stealth Rock. Or not one set, I guess, of the spikes. We could get into more set of spikes, but thank goodness. Oh my gosh, that was almost close. We almost got swept by an Enamorus. Ooh, that would not have been good. Okay, so Zeraora. We can't. Knockoff isn't great. Kind of kills everything we have going here. The Scrafty cannot take a close combat, I don't believe, and they actually just take. Well, okay. All right, let's go straight in for the Goodra. I know they already are going to want to get rocked up with the Hippowdon, so let's go ahead and just catch their bluff. Go straight for the Ice Beam. That is actually really surprising. Usually they just go sit around an Earthquake, but knowing that we can take an Earthquake and that we're faster, I usually am pretty comfortable with just leading Goodra. But nevertheless, we see a Slow King here, and now we've got to kind of reevaluate. So I'm wondering, are they going to go for Chilly Reception? I mean, they definitely want the Sand Up, which is kind of odd. But let's go in for a Deoxys just to be careful here. There's nothing really they can do. There's not a whole lot they can do with the Slow King here. Even if we get burned, like whatever. But I'm a little apprehensive because there's no way they want to actually go in for Chilly Reception and get rid of this, right? I'm going in for the Stealth Rock, and yeah, there's definitely no way. So that's a kind of a weird team choice to have the Slowking when you don't want to go for Chilly Reception, because Chilly Reception is like pretty much like the best thing you can do with it. I think I'm actually going to be a little bit daring, and we're going to go straight in for the Excadrill here. If they go in for Rapid Spin, they go in for Swords Dance, which is even better because we outspeed with the Choice Scarf, and yeah, we have nothing to worry about. The only thing we can worry about is going for the Skarmory, but that's fine. Yeah, they're going to go in for Skarmory, but that is okay. If they're going to go in for Defog, we don't particularly care that much, and I don't think they know that we are Scarfed just yet, so we can keep that in our back pocket. So I think we're going to go in for the Goodra. If they want to go in for Defog, we're going to be able to go in for Flamethrower or something like that. But the problem is with this Slowking, we're going to have to make some sort of move at some point. So I think we're probably going to go in for Scrafty. Yeah, let's just harden to Scrafty. They actually go for Keldeo, which is pretty confusing. I don't think we're quite ready for Scrafty to start doing some stuff. I was going to go in for Scrafty, hoping they go in for Slowking, and then we can get a free knockoff. But that's not looking like the case here. So let's go for the Deoxys-Defense. Deoxys-Defense, the bulkiest son of a gun there ever was. So we're good on that. The Sandstorm does go away, so they are going to have to bring in the Hippowdon if they do want that to come back. So let's go in for another set of Stealth Rock here. Just to be nice and annoying, let's see what Hippowdon wants to do now. I think, because we don't really have the best checks for this thing, I mean, we could go in for Meowscarada, but again, it's not really ideal. So let's go in for Toxic rather. I think we're okay if they want to start. Ooh, I mean, Earthquake is the best case scenario. Maybe if they go in for Toxic. Again, I play a lot of like Gen 9 OU, UU, and that kind of stuff right now. So I'm not totally used to A, no Tera, and B, every Pokemon pretty much having Toxic. I beat this topic dead like a dead horse, but I just don't like how every Pokemon can have Toxic. But if Deoxys can have Toxic, we're going to do it. We're absolutely going to do it. Let's go ahead and set up some more spikes here. If they do want to get rid of it with Skarmory, they're going to have to get rid of their own Stealth Rock too, so I think that's okay. And if Hippowdon's not running Toxic, I think we're just happy to kind of just sit there and let it happen. Plus, if we do get rid of Hippowdon, the Scrafty actually has Rest, and they have like Bulk Up, and they can't Whirlwind or Roar it away. So this is actually a pretty good move. If they don't have Toxic, and they can't poison our lovely wavily inflatable tube arm man or whatever the heck the thing's called, I think we're okay for this. So Excadrill, here's the problem. This team is quite fragile, especially with the Excadrill here, because if we go in for Excadrill ourselves and they go in for Earthquake, we're looking pretty bad. But I don't know if we particularly have a choice, because I think they're going to want a Rapid Spin. So if they go in for Earthquake, again, that's a pretty risky move though, because if they go in for Earthquake, like we're not looking good. I think that they thought that we were gonna Rapid Spin, but no, I'm just gonna Earthquake you. And like I said, we get rid of their Excadrill, and that feels absolutely amazing. That is crazy. Feeling good. All right, let's go in for Goodra there. They said that there's no way. They probably just overthought it. But either way, we get rid of our rocks ourselves, and now I mean, that's fine with me. See, now they're gonna have to go in for. They're not gonna go in for Keldeo. That makes no sense. They're going to have to go in for Slowking. So let's go in for Scrafty. There's the Slowking. Thank you. Oh my goodness. So now we're starting to get a little bit of momentum. Scrafty, there's no way they love seeing this. I think we could probably... it's close. I'm just going to go for Knockoff. If they get cute, I'll be a little bit disappointed. But they should just go straight in for Keldeo, and we'll at least be able to knock off whatever Keldeo has. We are going to have them go Justified, which we don't love, but we'll still be okay with our Choice Scarf Excadrill. And even if they are Choice Scarf themselves, we go ahead and knock it off. So there's this Justified, which we don't love. Choice Specs, so the attack doesn't matter anyway. Okay, so now that they have that, I mean, we could hit them with a Drain Punch if they get down to about 50%. That is something that we could do. I think we're probably just going to go in for Deoxys. Again, there's no really... Again, this is kind of like a slower, grindier type matchup. With the critical hit, it is a little bit annoying, but we can just go ahead and recover that up, and we're not too worried about that. So let's go ahead and recover. Flip Turn. I forgot that Keldeo does get Flip Turn. That is actually pretty crazy. Dracozolt. Okay, Dracozolt is a huge problem. If they go in for Substitute, we are looking pretty gross. So... I I think let's go in for Excadrill. Let's just go, if they go in for Outrage or Bolt Break, or Bolt Beak rather, we should be okay, and we are. So that's good. But now we're kind of sitting here in a weird spot because the Skarmory does exist and we are Scarfed. Maybe I should have made this like a Swords Dance set. Nevertheless, we still have to make a move here, so I'm going to actually go in for Meowscarada. Going for Skarmory. I don't think we can do too much here. We go in for Low Kick. I don't think that even breaks like anything. If they go for Brave Bird, we're kind of screwed. So let's go back into the Goodra. And again, all of... Ooh, Body Press. Yeah, Body Press is not good. We at least get a Gooey going to ensure that we do go first. So let's go in for the Flamethrower in case they are getting a little bit lazy. If they don't, they go in for the Slowking. But all of this is kind of setting them up to break them down for the Scrafty in the late game. If we can just get one bulk up with the Scrafty, I think, again, it could get pretty gross pretty quick. Okay. How do we want to play this? Let's go in for the Gardevoir here. I know that I haven't seen Sludge Bomb yet, and there's a Sludge Bomb. So, that wasn't a good move, was it? Okay, let's go in for Excadrill, and they go in for Scald. They're playing us like a fiddle right now that we actually fortunately do not get burned. But I'm gonna go for Earthquake. Okay, so so we fortunately got the Excadrill. They called our bluff this time. They actually get rid of the they go in for the Skarmory rather, so I'm just trying to think of how we can actually set up on them, because that's going to be how we win this match is setting up with the Scrafty. If they're packing Body Press though, we definitely don't love that. We actually did get a little bit of Regenerator from the Gardevoir, so that's actually pretty awesome, but we don't have a whole lot. Let's go in for the Gardevoir. If they want to go in for something else, wow, they don't. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Oof. Oof. So they completely outpredict us. That's pretty bad. If we go for Mega and just Psyshock, it doesn't do enough. Like it's gonna do a little bit of damage, but not nearly what we want. Let's go in for the Psyshock here. I think if we wear them down a little bit. They go for Future Sight, which is pretty wild. We have a free Encore. This is free Encore. We are not letting you Sludge Bomb us. I was completely okay with giving up the Gardevoir, but this is completely fine. Future Sight, no big deal. Let's go in for, I mean, we are slower than the Keldeo, so let's go ahead and hit him with the Calm Mind. So Calm Mind should kind of not do a whole lot with the Future Sight, and I think we can hit him with the Hyper Voice. Again, it's not going to kill, but as long as we're kind of just pecking at him, I'm okay with giving up the Gardevoir here. Wow, and I don't know what they're thinking here. They're thinking, heck no, we don't care about that. It is what it is. Let's go for Psyshock. They're just, what are they doing? If they go for Sludge Bomb, just kills the Gardevoir there. Sludge Bomb absolutely kills the Gardevoir, so I'm just confused. Let's go for Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice would kill the Hippowdon, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna switch out, and they don't even switch out. They're just giving us kills at this point, which is wild. So Keldeo is absolutely gonna kill our Gardevoir, but I'm at this point, do we really even need the Gardevoir? If they do get, well, they can't substitute because they were choice specs, so they're definitely not going to be doing that. Is there any sort of lead that I want to get Meowscarada out here? We are not packing knockoff on Meowscarada, which not looking too good right now, is it? Let's just sack the Gardevoir. They actually go for Flip Turn, which is nice because we're going to be able to see what they go into, but yeah, this is kind of a weird match. So Dracozolt, they do have the Sand Rush most likely, but we also have an Excadrill. The only problem with the Excadrill here is going to be the Skarmory. I'm still going to Earthquake. Okay, yeah, we got to play it safe. Let's go ahead and Earthquake because I still think we have the lead here. I think we'll be okay, but it is a little nerve-wracking. Let's go in for Deoxys. If they want to go ahead and set up spikes or something, yeah, Body Press, we don't really care. Again, we can't do too much with Deoxys, but again, we're in this for the long run. So if we go in for Stealth Rock, Slowking, we actually really don't care at all. It's kind of okay with me. Slowking, I think if we could just go in for spikes, let's set up the spikes here. So Future Sight, we actually do not care about that whatsoever, so I don't really care. Let's go in for more spikes. If they want to go in for Toxic, they're going to go in for Sludge Bomb. But they're still going to have to get the poison before they do that. So let's go for one more layer of spikes. They're going to go in for Skarmory. That is completely okay, though. That's completely okay. Psychic will do nothing. If they want to waste a turn on a Defog, I mean, they are going to have to pay for it. So let's go in for Goodra here. There's the Defog. Again, we're in a little bit of a stalemate here. The only thing we can really hope for is to kind of get down to our Scrafty, and then we can start bulking up and really start putting some pressure on them. So let's go in for this. They're going to go in for Slowking. It is what it is, and it ain't what it isn't. So Slowking, I'm gonna go for Scrafty. Hopefully they don't go for Sludge Bomb. They go for Flamethrower. That's actually, oh, the critical hit's annoying, but that's okay. With our Shed Skin rest set here, we actually don't care too much. So I think we're probably okay to go in for Knockoff at this point. There's the Keldeo, but this Keldeo can't recover. So eventually this Keldeo is gonna succumb to that. So at least we know now the Keldeo is the Scrafty check, so we can go in for Drain Punch at a later date. But let's go in for Deoxys. We're still playing a very slow game here. I'm gonna try and keep you folks entertained as much as I can throughout this slowness. So let's go in for Recover. That's completely okay. I'm okay with losing the Deoxys. We're okay with losing pretty much everybody except for the Scrafty. The Scrafty is going to be how we win the match. So Meowscarada's coming in. I think we're okay just to kind of, I mean, it doesn't particularly matter. I think we just go in for Flower Trick or Play. It doesn't really matter. Let's go for Flower Trick. But they're going to go in for Skarmory anyway. The low kick doesn't do too much to the Skarmory no matter what. So it's not even like we could predict it, unfortunately. How do we want to play this? Let's just go in for Goodra again. Or, I mean, do we kind of want to just like maybe speed this up? Do you want to just kind of speed it up and go for low kick and just kind of see what we can get going on here? Oh gosh, what do we do? What do we do? Let's just go in for Goodra. Let's go in for Goodra, and then we can hard switch into the Slowking that's inevitably going to come, and then we go in for the Scrafty. I think that's going to be what we do. So Goodra, come on out here, buddy. Body press, that's fine. We're okay with whittling down our team, unfortunately. And now I think we're okay with going in for a Scrafty. And I don't think that they're running Brave Bird. And even if they are, we'll get the bulk up one time and then Drain Punch them. So Roost, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Because now, eventually, we're going to be able to just Drain Punch. So they don't switch, which is fine. If they go in for maybe Whirlwind, so they do have Whirlwind. So this game, automatically, we already know that this game is going to have to be decided by Scrafty. Because whenever they have Whirlwind, it has to be a Scrafty standoff, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the low kick here. It should not kill outside of a critical hit, which we actually do get. If they don't Roost, we might be okay. So they actually just body press, and the Skarmory is actually in harm's way. That is pretty crazy. I'm going to go for the low kick. We're not even going to risk it, and we actually do get the kill on the Skarmory. Pretty wild stuff here. So now I think we're actually okay just to kind of... I think Excadrill actually just kills. Let's go for Excadrill. They're probably going to lead. They're going to go for the Keldeo. I think we're okay just to Earthquake because we are Scarfed. And I think that the Earthquake is just going to put them away. So we do get a little fortunate with the critical hit, but I think if we would have gone for Scrafty, Bulk Up would have killed 100%, I'm pretty sure. So there's the Draco's ult. There, again, we're Scarfed, and there's nothing to worry about here. So we go in for the Slowking. I kind of want to prove a point. Let's go in for Scrafty just for fun. Just for fun. We'll go in for Scrafty here. They're going to get a Flamethrower. We don't care. I want Scrafty to win this, but at least we win with Scrafty out. Let's go.